Am I in the right thing here? So here we are, live. Live. I'm just gonna pretend here for a little bit of time until you poor souls are gonna be lured into that thumbnail that I just posted and join this useless live for your life and mine. So let's wait and see what it's gonna happen. 5 people already in the chat. Unbelievable. I'm feeling like a fisherman, a very good one. Huh? The clickbait is working magic. 11 people. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. When you use the right words, everybody's lured in. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Kenshin, hello. Kenshin, hello. The first one, Kenshin. Let me write something in the chat here so that we introduce ourselves. Harry, it's also in the chat. Good day, everyone. Love you all. Love you all. Like that. Look at that. So let's see how many people we get into this chat. And then we talk. And then we go. And then we start. What do I want to talk about? Well, first of all, I chose this time here. What time is it? It's around like 3:30, because some people are waking up in the west, and some people it's their evenings in the east. And of course, here in Europe, it's around afternoon. So we try to see if we manage. Ciao, Manuel. Nice to see you. Always there. Always nice to see you guys checking in on me. As you can see, it's like I'm still not completely zombie, but it's getting there. Ciao, Sabita. So, yeah. It's evening for you. Of course, you are a little bit more to the east. To the east. So, Kenshin just woke up. Where are you, man? Or madam? Huh? Sabita is from Nepal. Marcello. Ciao, Marcello. Wow, Sabita, you're connected from Nepal. That's super awesome, man. Where exactly? Sabita, I suppose it's a female name, right? Or not? Am I wrong? Am I making a fool of myself? I should have done this live yesterday. Ciao, Marcello. Didn't I say that already? No, I didn't. Coffee, my best friend. Kenshin from Mexico City. Wow. How are things going on over there? It's like, how is it the overall vibe of the city, especially with this thing spreading? What's going on? Kind of curious because it seems like that every place is going to an escalation of number right now. So anyway, I'm just waiting a little bit. Then probably when we start to talk more, I'm gonna trim this video when it goes up, viewable for everyone when it's not live anymore. And if you missed the live, it's your fault. Ciao, Cass. So the numbers are growing here. Sorry if I never give you any notice for the live. I improvise too much. Rugani. Rugani, a zombie from Croatia living in Germany. That's awesome. Well, okay. Anyway, let's start it out. Like, why that title? Um, well, if you let's start with this. When there is a pandemic, obviously we haven't had so many, but in this case, this time it's getting a little bit weird, and obviously everybody's working on solutions, and especially when we are forced to converge all the energies we have into solving a problem. Sometimes we can achieve the best results, but sometimes you can also make mistakes. So I always feel like a little bit like, I don't know if any of you, ciao Carolina, if any of you in the past played PlayStation games like Resident Evil. And sometimes I have that feeling that we might be approaching something of that sort, like people really working on a solution, and then all of a sudden there is a vaccine. We speed up the process of going through the whole thing of creating a vaccine, but then again, the side effects are not calculated well enough. And because we want to curve the curve, all of a sudden, the vaccine is going to be the very cause of our downfall. Huh? And everybody's gonna be injected with strange metals and other things, and slowly and surely we will transform ourselves into World War Z. That sounds weird, but that could happen. It could happen. So Kenshin is saying that Mexico went also into national state of emergency. Wow. Ninguli, ciao, how are you doing? My wife said, oh, Frank or me, so in Philippines, it's time to sleep. So it's 9:30 over there. Wow, I thought it was later. That's awesome. So we got so many places over the globe here checking in into the chat. That's really fascinating. So yes, that's what it could happen. Hopefully we're going to find a solution very quickly for this thing, but the chance of destroying ourselves is very high. It's extremely high. Yeah, you thought the same. Cashin is saying like that also believes that we're going to turn into zombies. Um, well, in one way, like I recently watched again like Zombieland. That's super funny, but yeah, it really makes you wonder like how how good can we curve this, and how well we can adjust. It's a plausible doubt, the one of when we do things in a hurry that we might do a misstep and aggravate the situation instead of fixing it. Um, and truth to be told, I mean, if we keep going in this direction, I would prefer like something extremely catastrophic than just like a slow burn, like a slow bleeding of slowly getting infected and all people dying. Anyway, apart from the joke and the morose vibe of the early part of this video, I'm just fooling around. I'm just joking. The truth is that I hope that very soon we find a solution for this whole thing, and just diverge into a new future. I did a talk that I'm gonna post later, and in that talk, I'm going over some numbers here of today and some of my thoughts regarding what it could possibly happen in terms also of near future. So it's right now it's everything is so uncertain, and it's very difficult to foresee anything because the overall vibe and feel is that we are going through an escalations of numbers everywhere. Seems like that every country is going through their own peak and through their own rise of this thing. And um, like I was saying also in the video, if you pay attention to what has happened in the past in terms of viruses, obviously this is not the first time, and probably it's not going to be the last if we don't start to change our habits and we really pay attention to the way we use nature and misuse nature. Because from the time already HIV, which was a man-made created virus in the way that people were feeding monkeys, and then it jumped on human, this thing, and also killed millions of people over the years. So this is not the first time. The mad cow disease, and I think it started out in England, if I'm not mistaken. That farmer just fed dead cows to their animal. I mean, it's absurd if you think about it, you know. And also with the first SARS and also H1N1, which was a mix of avian flu and pig flu, swine flu, and I was watching the number. They were like astounding in the negative. I mean, that thing lasted for a year and it killed 500,000 people. People tend to forget that. I just didn't have the same uh, connection with it or awareness, because at the time when I was living already here, it didn't seem really to affect the economy here or the awareness of people here. So it sort of just passed in a more yeah, just passed without noticing it very much. But in this case, we are so many, like if you are on this planet, you probably either self quarantining or quarantining, and it's unprecedented the way we are experiencing this thing. So again, it becomes kind of uncertain what it's going to be in the near future, because if it lasts for more than 6 months, we will see how good we can be in this time of crisis. We can see how good we can be afterwards towards each other, and also how good our political system and politicians are in order to deal uh, with circumstances which are unprecedented. You know, like all that we know, the system that we have based our survival on, you know, economical system and so on and so forth, relies on an intricate connection between all of us in order to keep going. And when the machine is stopped, then you realize how feeble it was in the first place. So it comes just without saying that in the near future, if this thing goes on like this and it forces people to stay home, uh, we will go through something of a shift, you know? And there's both excitement and worries, but the thing that I'm concerned the most is how we're gonna rise to the occasion, you know, as human beings. So instead of perhaps areas where people are gonna be pissed off and angry and revolting and just getting into basic survival mode, or we can meet the challenge and truly look at ourselves in the mirror and trying to do something that it's unprecedented also in the way of behaving with one another, you know, and understanding that perhaps our actions in the future can truly change the course of destiny, because if we had paid more attention already, and this is not preaching or politicizing like dietary choices or whatever, but our how we choose to consume has always had an effect. And if we after this will manage to look ourselves in the mirror and take responsibilities for how we treat nature and how we treat farm animals and all of that kind of stuff, um, I'm not even telling you like let's go all vegan, but at least truly put into perspective the horrendous amount of consuming that we do and misuse that we do of those resources, and perhaps we can shift it down or change it a little bit in a more reasonable spectrum where we probably could have avoided this, you know, that now is affecting so many people. So yeah, that's food for thoughts. And now I'm gonna go back to be silly for your entertainment. So here I am. You can shoot whatever question that you want. I will answer. Maybe I won't answer, or maybe I'll just take time and divert and dodge that question with something completely unrelated. Mm. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. We have to say hi to Sarik, Ratejo, Mauro, Alberto, Harry. I completely agree with Harry. What we are learning in 2020 is to wash our hands very well. And then you realize how such a simple thing actually has such a profound effect on the health. Also, before, you know, like you avoid pathogens and all kinds of other viruses that you collect on your hands. So such a simple thing, it's so incredibly effective. I agree, Carolina. We will pass through this as well. I'm totally certain of it. It's just a matter of our individuality right now, that we, as people in this moment, living in this very time, we experience the circumstances and whatever is going to happen in the near future, but humanity will endure. Obviously, we will be here. We went through like the freaking plague, you know just a bacteria without antibiotics, and we managed. And we're still here. Humanity is still here, and we'll still be here. Martin Fermanelli, Fuerza Natural, Serrati. Martin, I just uploaded a video of Serrati. Go check that out. And go check out also the other video of yesterday. You're gonna have fun. So what's going on here, guys? What's happening where you at? Are you in quarantine? Or are you free to walk around? Can you go for a walk to the grocery store or in the park? How you are experiencing this period? Ratejo, you are in Barcelona. In Barcelona, there is a total shutdown, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let's see if we have any question here on Instagram. Ciao Rio, nice to see you. Why am I not centered? Why my face is going like so bleached? Like, look at that. So weird. Here we go. Well, I haven't done a live in a while. What was it? Last week I did a live walking around town. I haven't been out much actually. I just because here we can walk. There is a forest close by, so take the chance sometimes to have a little walk, avoiding everyone, avoiding every form of human life as much as possible. So, guys, we can also turn this into a Q&A if you want. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit more. Otherwise, we're just gonna go and take my time to fully transition into a zombie. Frank, can you do a reaction on Los Pericos? I have no idea who they are, Carolina. Let's pull this up and let's see what's going on. Los Pericos. Los Pericos is an Argentine band formed in 1987. The band has enjoyed international success, especially through South America in 2006. The band received some notable exposure for North American audiences when featured on an episode of Anatomy Bourdain's No Reservation. No, sorry, episode of Anthony Bourdain of No Reservation. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. We discovered already, Wikipedia, how useful it is. Let's go here, right here. I'm back. George Lukidis. Would be nice if I could go to the Harno riverbank and enjoy some sun. But Conte says no. So you are in Italy, George. Wow. Mauro wants to see Indio Solaris, El Pibe de los Astilleros. Actually, I did, guys, I'm going to upload it later. I did also, I haven't uploaded it yet, but I did a reaction before of Los Tres, una canzone triste, but the symphonic version, because you guys wanted to see it. So later I'm going to upload it. And then I was thinking also of doing this band called Hermetica, because some of you wanted to see that. So there's already a bunch of videos. Today also I re-uploaded some older videos from my Filipino audience that I had taken off the channel. So there is a bunch of videos already. I think I already uploaded them between covers and video I did today and the two others. I think it's already 5 or 6. Entrikov, do you like Rapto from Cerrati? I just did the reaction of it. I don't know if you. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if you saw the video. It's up and running, so you can go check if you want. George's clothes is locked down in Florence. Well, let's put it this way, George. You're locked down in one of the most beautiful cities in the world, so that's not so bad. Especially if you have a little bit of view. If you have a little bit of view, thumbs up. Yeah, there could be worse places to be locked in, for sure. Ciao, Neatrice. Nice to see you. I'm glad you could join the chat. Here we are keeping each other a little bit of company for no reason whatsoever than just entertaining one another. And you guys wanted me to just show up a little bit more online. And here we are. We can be here for as long as I will have a human shape. But that could change very rapidly. Kenshin, could you do Hico della Luna by Stravaganza? Is another version of. Well, is it? Wasn't it Meccano? Well, isn't it Meccano the original one, right? Actually, I was planning to react to more Meccano, and yeah. I also want to know, guys, if you saw my vlog of let's see, I'm gonna just promote a little bit the vlog because probably a lot of you sometimes I post so many videos that probably sometimes you skip it, you miss it. And that makes me very angry. You should never skip one of my vlogs. Huh? That's the reward for all their work? How dare you? Here we go, look. Check the link right there. You can click on it. It's nice because you also have a little bit of sense of what's going on in the middle of Amsterdam right now. So put it on the side and go check it afterwards. Otherwise, I will send my imaginary butler to your house. He's invisible, so he cannot be quarantined or contained, and he's gonna tickle you in places that you can only imagine. I let you imagine those places. Ah. Oh, thank you so much, Neatrice. I'm happy that I'm entertaining you with those lives. We're going to do more often. I was also busy a little bit, honestly, figuring out a lot of stuff in this period for also, for my business and what it's happening and just surviving and trying to stay afloat and keep going and all the mumbo jumbo that a lot of us are going through, of course. So I've tried. I'm still trying to work on many fields everywhere. Keep being productive. Keep being, active on YouTube as well. So, Carolina, you are on the East Coast, on the New York side. 6 hours. That's nice. So it's early morning. Where are you again? I forgot. Don't I have you also on Instagram, or am I wrong? I think you also had me on Instagram. Let me see. Carajo. Oh, this I have Andika. This I have already seen this request. What is this band? Carajo. Sácate la mierda. Wow. That's very explicit. That's very explicit, and I also know what it means. Huh? So I assume it's an hard rock band for sure. That's the kind of title you get for sure out of a hard rock band. Am I wrong or am I correct? Okay, Carolina is from Maryland. Let's see Maryland. What's going on? I want to check right now. I have no idea how Maryland looks like. Ah, Maryland. It's Maryland. It's the whole area. Oh, nice. So Maryland, it's basically where is it? It's a state, Maryland? No, it's always just a region. What is it? Maryland. So Washington is part of Maryland. All right, I learned something new today. I've learned something very new. Here I am. So Maryland is a state. Thank you. I apologize for my utter ignorance. Ciao, Robert, from Toronto. Nice. Is it true that in Washington there is a lot of flower trees or cherry blossom? Am I correct? Let's see on Instagram what's going on here. Let's see, we got something on Instagram. Instagram. Oh, hummingbirds. I love hummingbirds. You know that the first time I saw an hummingbird actually was in Los Angeles. I was in this house that I rented close by Hollywood Boulevard. The street was called Selma Avenue, something like that. And it's actually a very nice old house on on one floor, spread on the corner. It wasn't really kept incredibly well because there were two dudes living in it, and I rented one room from them. So, but it was a very nice house actually. And I remember a morning I woke up and I saw in the garden there were those hummingbirds, just flying around flowers, and I never seen one before. So that was incredibly awesome sight for me. So cute. Oh, lovely. But Beatrice, you're also living in the States, right? You're in LA as well? Or am I wrong? Wow, it's so cool. We are like from like Los Angeles, Maryland, like Philippines and Nepal. There is a whole thing going on, Italy. So Manuel is saying that on the 4th of April 2020, 1 million meditators are summoned around the world. Well, let me know, Manuel. Let me know more or less what time is going to happen. This in European time, Central Time, because I want to participate as well. Oh, Beatriz, she's from Paraguay. Wow. So we got another country, Paraguay, in the mix. Amazing. We got Mexico too, of course. That's super awesome. A portal with incredible energy, we do take advantage of creative real, the desire, no power, mass meditation, critical mass. Manuel, I'm all for meditation. I'm all for meditation. I want to participate into this mass meditation for sure. It's the day after tomorrow, right? Yes, the day after tomorrow. If if you know what time it is, let me know. We'll do exactly that. And we keep going. I don't know if you guys probably already forgot this link, and you should never forget this link. Go check this link right now. It's of vital importance. I'm surprised that none of you asked already for the toilet paper here on my side. Huh? You're not observing well enough. Huh? You're not paying attention. Oh, thank you so much, Manuel, for the time. So, 4:45. 4:45, the 4th of April. It's going to be a mass meditation. Is going to be also somewhere like a live of this somewhere? Because that would be incredibly awesome to just also feel that sense of, participation. Participation. Participating. Well, I'm happy to hear that in Paraguay you guys are keeping it under control. Just 70 cases. That's very, very little. Very little. Is it true? Let me see. Let me see the numbers here. If you got the number correctly. Yeah, it's true. 77 cases. At least that's what they say. That's good. That's very good. We cannot say the same thing here everywhere else, unfortunately. It's going a little nuts. It's going a tiny bit crazy. Wow, in the Netherlands, another 1,000 cases today and another 166 deaths. That's freaking scary. It's speeding up every day. Like it's really speeding up every day. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Carolina, for asking. And my family is doing fine. My dad in Italy, it's in a small village in the south, quite segregated, so there's not much contact there. Everything is fine. I have family spread around the world a little bit, but they're all doing well. So yeah. Where is this thing? I have to try to do another live a little bit also more in the evening for people just waking up on the West Coast. Yeah, I know it's strange also not to have family around, especially in times like those. No, maybe we should do one thing. Maybe we should do like some live reaction. How about that? Maybe we should do some live reaction. We stop this live, and I'll come back doing some live reaction, so we can start right away. Also for the people that come later on, watching the video when it's online, we can go straight into nice reaction. Huh? Let's do that. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. And hopefully, like, we're going to choose songs which we don't get blocked so that we can do a little bit of entertainment in that way. So let's do that. Shall we? I'm going to upload another thumbnail so that we're going to fish for more victims. Yes. You always need a good thumbnail to fish for victims of watching videos. So let's do that. I'm gonna think about, you guys, think about what kind of songs, official songs, and songs that don't get us blocked. So we're gonna do it live right away, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun that way. I'm gonna drink some water because I keep talking and mumbling, and I can already see my imaginary butler there with the face palm like this, that it's gluing on its face, that he cannot stand me anymore. But it's just an imaginary butler, so it's his business, his irritation. It's not my fault. So I'm gonna have some water and come back to you guys, more energetic than ever. So Carolina, make your coffee. Maybe I make one coffee myself as well. And I'll see you like in 5 minutes. All right? See you in a bit. Ciao.